Miss and Mr. Grand Sea World 2017 was held in the capital city of Bulgaria, Sofia, where the most worthy of the crown contenders were selected at the unique event held for the third time in Europe. According to an established tradition, the contenders for the title were personally welcomed by the presidents of the international organization MMSEABG Fashion Model Agency, Cevdar Arsuf, owner and winner of the license for the competition, and his deputy Marian Kopev. The most impressive were the contenders for the title from Russia, South Africa and India. India this year was extremely well presented, with the group being personally led by the president of the Organization for Asia, Valentina Mishra. The representative of Russia, Victoria Pelagin, arrived in Bulgaria after winning a number of regional competitions in her country and led the international jury. Miss South Africa is a police investigator whose hobby is to walk the world's fashion podiums. The title candidates were placed in an elite Sofia hotel at the foot of Vitosha mountain, where the official press conference of the event was scheduled. The minutes before the organizers officially launched the prestigious competition were filled with a lot of new enthusiasm among the numerous contenders for the title from 42 countries and 4 continents. Of course, some of the most colorful contenders were representatives from Brazil, Lebanon, Malta. According to the old Bulgarian tradition, all the guests were welcomed by the hosts, the representatives of Bulgaria, Nedelina Dimitrova and Nikolai Nikol, with bread and honey to have the strength in the beginning to face the fierce competition for the titles in the different categories. The press conference was opened by the owner of the license for the competition, Mr. Cevdar Arsuf, who welcomed the contenders and presented all the national directors and presidents from around the world. Traditionally, the ceremony continued with the most exciting part for the participants, the distribution of the bands and the badges signaling that the race had started.
Нека покажем на България, че хората, които са красиви, имат не само външна красота, но и вътрешна. Тази седмица, въобще тази година конкурса, ще се проведе под мотото "Красотата с цел". Welcome in my country and good luck to everybody. Here is the president of Asia, of Mr. and Mr. Grand Sea Universe. President of Miss and Mr. Grand Sea is Europe. Here is the same my colleague, the national director of Lebanon, Tarek Saab.
In the first few minutes, they had the challenge of presenting their country with a small but significant souvenir that would be remembered. Traditional photo shoot ended the press conference. It was an emotional first day for all of the contestants of Miss and Mr. Contest Grand Sea World 2017. After heavy rehearsals throughout the second day of the event, contenders for the title faced perhaps the biggest challenge to impress all guests and citizens of Sofia in a unique display in their national costumes. The effort of all to prepare unique costumes to represent their country far exceeded the expectations of the organizers and surprised and delighted many during the procession, which will be remembered by many for years to come. Among the most colorful participants were the representatives of Brazil, Luxembourg, Albania, India, Malta, Hungary. The small square in front of the courthouse was used to accommodate all the participants, viewers and journalists attending the event. A troupe of ensemble of dancers formed a ring around the participants. Each of them were tasked with carrying a flag representative of each country participating in the competition. The procession marched up Vituša Boulevard in the center of the city, accompanied by the drums of the ensemble and the crowd of people desperately taking photographs of the participants was barely managed by the Metropolitan Police for the safety of the delegation. Here is the moment to thank the Mayor of Sofia, Mrs. Jordanka Fandakova, for the support that has been given. The mass of colors and cultures slowly reached its final destination, square to the Bulgarian National Palace of Culture, where all contenders had a short photo session under the flags of the participating countries, surrounded by one of the best ensembles in Bulgaria, Masters of the Dance. The two main organizers of this event, the owner of the competition Cevdar Arsov and MMSEA BG Fashion Model Agency Vice President Marian Kotev, used the moment to praise the media with a brief interview with the journalists reflecting the event. At the end of the procession, it signaled the end of the second competition day, and the points for each participant were marked. True to the tradition, the organizers had prepared an extremely busy schedule for the third day of the competition, which began in the early morning hours, leaving for the next round of the event, namely the swimsuit presentation. venue was specially chosen, the Curali Elite Swimming Complex on the shore of Pancherevo Lake. With no time to lose, the contest partners were presented with specially designed swimwear from fashion gallery Essio Duran, who generously took care of the swimsuits of all the contestants. The men in the competition were concerned by the girls, trained non-stop pumping muscles before the commencement of that round. The jury for this round included representatives of the fashion gallery Essio Duran, Petra Sik, winner of the competition in 2016 in category Team, pop singer Tihomir Mitov, Terek Saab, the president of the Organization for the Middle East, and vice president of MMSEA Biji Marian Kotev. But the most important members of the jury were the guests of the complex, who had the opportunity to observe the show and with their applause award the best. Without a break, the competition program continued with the Gala Evening of Talents, which was held in the famous restaurant Garden Slavia. The unique summer garden of the establishment was turned into a podium under the stars so that the jury can enjoy the talents of the participants. Minutes before the start of the Evening of Talent were filled with the feverish rehearsal of the performers. The jury consisted of Roberta, one of Bulgaria's famous pop performers, screenwriter and director Ivan Ivanov, owner of Slavia Garden restaurant Eli Kostadinova, Emma Stefanova, owner of Bouquet of Candy Bouquets. The performances were exceptionally colorful, with many people singing and dancing and reading their own unique story dedicated to the cause of the competition this year, Beauty with Purpose.
A vida é trembala, parceiro.
If you feel the love I have inside, you are a friend. При жените най-характерен е ракът на колизия. One house to take care of each other.
Sometimes
society, and a little bit less on individuality.
While my legs are getting injured, I'm afraid I won't make it.
My English is very bad, you know. But
Directly and indirectly. Words and then suddenly.
At the end of the performances, the winners were awarded the titles in the individual subcategories. The evening ended with modern theme on a traditional Bulgarian dance performed with enthusiasm by the participants, with the music and lyrics from a famous Bulgarian song. Preparations for the gala evening finale of the competition began in the early hours of the day with intense choreographic rehearsals at the Rainbow Plaza, the venue that only a few hours later became the grand final night's arena. While the audience eagerly took their seats in a hall watching the premiere of the 2015 premiere, behind the scenes, feverish activity continued putting the final touches on the premiere. The event officially commenced with the national anthem of Bulgaria playing against a beautiful backdrop. The audience stood with respect. This was a mark of respect by the hosts. Bulgaria is the birthplace of this most prestigious and respected beauty competition. A beautiful choreographed opening followed led the performance of the masters of the dance ensemble, a unique dance of nations. Flags from all of the participating countries in the competition were skillfully weaved on the stage by the dancers of the ensemble, gracefully meeting the contestants. Entering the stage are the beautiful female participants of the contest. Contenders in Miss and Mr. Grand Prix 2017 dressed in their traditional costumes, which they proudly displayed only the day before in the center of Sofia. This colorful entourage are joined by the handsome gentlemen in the Mr. category, also dressed in their traditional costumes. Finally, the stage explodes in a cascade of color and culture as the teenage participants join their senior counterparts to entertain the audience, the youngest but most enthusiastic title contenders. The hosts for the evening appear on stage as if by magic, led by Martin Petrov and Petya Gaidajieva. Along with the event organizers, they introduce national directors and presidents who organized and conducted their competitions in their countries to bring this evening's most worthy contenders for the title of their country. Valentina Mishra, MMSCA BG President for Asia, Monique Jody, MMSCA BG President for Europe, Tarek Saab, MMSEA BG President for the Middle East, Petra Dorasik, National Director for Austria and Hungary, Svetlana Shopova, National Director for Turkey, Wayne Grech, National Director of Malta. Of course, the competition would not have been possible without the kind support of our sponsors, who helped this make incredible event a reality. Jamie Ree, owner of Camo Apartments in Scotland, Borislav Sukov, Bonnie Chief makeup artist and beauty salon owner Bonnie Bros, Eli Kostadinova, owner of Garden Restaurant Slavia, Emma Stefanova, owner of Boutique Bouquet of Sweets, Ines Petrova, representative of fashion line Esil Duran, Suraya Sultan, manager of Bar Hyatt and winner of the Miss and Mr. Grand Prix 2015 category Petit, representative of Cristiana Froma, official style designer Ioan Ivanov, manager of Yagoda Hotel 88, representative of the designer Monica Gospodinova, and the MGL brand official stylist of the contest.
The winner of Best National Costume category Miss is Miss Brazil. The winner of Best National Costume in category of Mr. is Mr. Lebanon. The winner of Best National Costume in category Miss Teen is Miss Teen India. The winner of Best National Costume Mr. Teen is Mr. Teen Brazil.
Our president and competition founder, Mr. Chevdar Arsov, comes on stage for the most exciting part of the evening to announce the winners in the following categories. Best National Costume for Miss is Miss Brazil. Best National Costume for Mr. The winner is Mr. Lebanon. Best National Costume for Miss Teen. The winner is Miss Teen India. Best National Costume for Mr. Teen. The winner is Mr. Brazil. while behind the scenes the participants had to prepare for the next round. The audience enjoyed the performance of one of Bulgaria's rising music stars, Tihomir Mitov, who performed his newest song and prepared the audience for the upcoming performance of talent amongst participants. Miss Teen India grabbed the title of Best Talent with her unique dance performance of traditional Indian dance. The winner of the Mr. Teen Talent was Mr. Malta, with a very smooth musical dance piece. Miss India won the title of Best Talent with her impressive traditional dance. Mr. Brazil won Best Talent with a dance from the movie Pirates of the Caribbean. The masters of the dance ensemble stomped back on stage with a riveting percussion performance, warming the audience with their amazing drum ensemble, whilst the participants were anxiously preparing for the long-awaited part of the competition, swimwear. The participants dressed in the specially designed brands of fashion gallery Assil Duran and were about to go back on stage to see who be winner. Once again, masters of the dance performed for the audience, whilst the contestants prepared for the penultimate stage of the competition. The ladies dressed in the unique fashion creations of the official designer of the contest, Monica Gospodinova, who designed an individual dress for each contestant, each prepared with an unexpected twist of color and flair. The grace of the ladies only added to this beauty. And although with smiles the participants could not hide the tension, building toward the culmination of a week full of excitement, tension and emotion to discover who would take the titles. Awaiting final decision of the jury, the participants struggled to contain their excitement as the moment for announcing the winners drew close. But before the big winners of the evening, the organizers decided to prolong the tension, giving the sponsors the opportunity to award their selections to the individuals they wanted to be the face of their brands. The face for Tarek Saab from Lebanon for 2018 was awarded to Mr. Teen Malta, Ron Bonflight, who also won a unique photo session organized by the designer to present his handmade jewelry. The face of Boutique Bonboni was awarded to Miss Bulgaria, which was presented by the owner Emma Stefanova. Miss Bulgaria took another title with her, namely the face of Christian of Roma. The face of the Bar Hyatt became Miss Teen Brazil, which, apart from being awarded by the manager and winner of the Miss Grand C Petit 2015 Surai Sultan, also received a unique photo session organized personally by Suraya. The title The Face of Restaurant Garden Slavia went to Miss Brazil. It was awarded by the owner Alice Stefanova. Miss Teen Malta was fortunate to take home with her the unique dress of designer Monika Gospodinova after grabbing the title Face of the Brand in the category T. Miss Lebanon was the other beauty chosen by the designer to take with her a unique dress, but she also held a unique photo session of bridal dresses, again by Monika Gospodinova. Miss Lebanon took another title with her, as she was also the winner of the Suit Hotel Sofia. Vice President of MMSEA BG Marian Kotev handed the titles to the selected persons to be the faces of the agency for the coming year 2018. The man was Mr. Lebanon. The teen face became Miss Teen Brazil. In the youth, the title was taken by Mr. Teen Malta, who also received a unique pair of shoes with the brand MMSEA BG. In women, the title was Miss Lebanon, who won an exceptionally rare pink crystal by Swarovski, official partner of fashion agency MMSEA BG. All of the agency's guests received, besides unique packages and individual prizes, a contract with the agency for the coming 2018.
Mr. Teen Malta, Miss Livan.
Miss Livan is the winner.
The winner of the Mr. Child talent was Mr. India, with a very smooth Bollywood dance. The owner of the contest, Mr. Chavdar Arsu, was charged with the honor of announcing the finalists after the jury vote. Top 5 were Miss Brazil, Miss Russia, Miss South Africa, Miss Lebanon, and Miss Bulgaria. The top 5 in Mr. were Mr. Lebanon, Mr. Bulgaria, Mr. Azerbaijan, Mr. Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Mr. Brazil. The teenagers in the top 3 ranked Mr. Teen Malta, Mr. Teen Brazil, and Mr. Teen India. Miss Teen Hungary, Miss Teen Brazil, and Miss Teen Malta. Second runner-up is Miss Teen Malta. The runner-up is Miss Teen Brazil. And the winner is Miss Teen Hungary. Second runner-up is Mr. Teen India. The runner-up is Mr. Teen Brazil. And the winner is Mr. Teen Malta.
Mr. Teen Malta is the winner of the Mr. Teen Grand C 2017.
Whilst the participants enjoyed a small break, The prizes were awarded for Best National Directors. Second runner-up is Middle East Director Tarek Saab. The runner-up is Monique Jody, Director for Europe. And the winner is Valentina Mishra, Director for India.
Second runner-up, Miss
The
Bulgaria.
culmination of the evening was the awarding of the winners in the Miss and Mr. category. Second runner-up is Miss Bulgaria, Nedelina Dimitrova.
Miss Lebanon, first runner-up.
The runner-up is Miss Lebanon, Stefania Malov.
The winner of the category Miss Grand C 2017 is Miss South Africa, the winner!
And the overall winner in this category to be crowned Miss Grand SEA 2017 is Miss South Africa, Lesotho Nini. She was personally awarded by Vice President of Fashion Model Agency SEA BG Marian Kotev. She received a unique crown made of blue crystal Swarovski by Borislav Sokolov-Bon,
Azerbaijan,
as well as a check for €5,000.
Fourth place goes to Mr. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Applause! Mr. Brazil, second runner-up.
Second runner-up is Mr. Brazil.
Mr. Bulgaria, first runner-up.
The runner-up is Mr. Bulgaria.
Mr. Lebanon, the winner of Mr. Grand
And the big winner is
2017. Applause, ladies and
Mr.
gentlemen.
Lebanon, Ramia Tao. He was also personally awarded by the Vice President of Fashion Agency SEA BG with a unique crown and a check for €5,000.